Well, hello there, everybody. Good. I guess you are wherever you are, it's afternoon. So good afternoon. So I wanted to run through three products today. I know I have about 10 minutes, so I actually have 9.5 minutes. So I'm going to go through them fairly quickly. But man, if you have any questions, please reach out and ask us. And I'm delighted to be presenting today in partnership with Synergy. So first thing I want you to know, when Rosalie is going to follow up with you, she's going to send you a link to our brand new catalog. Many of you know Light Efficient Design. We're the 10,000-ton gorilla of HID retrofits, but we have four other brands. We have a Solera brand, which is a solar lighting brand, and we have a brand called Remphos, which is a brand for doing high-end retrofits, federal government type of work, and other projects like that. And then we have another product called C-Flex, which is a Lutron-enabled retrofit kits. So we have all sorts of really neat lighting products for you. So the first one that I want to show you today is our newest line of HID retrofits. And I'm going to zoom right up to the camera here. You'll see up here, there are two different switches. So I don't know if anybody's on board today from distribution, but if you are, you'll love this because it's flex watt and flex color. That means you only need one SKU to cover 27 different part numbers because you can do 3 different color temperatures and 3 different wattages all on the same lamp. So that's really neat. It's brand new, and you should reach out to your Synergy reps or your distributor partners and ask for that product. That will save you quite a bit of hassle. So that's the quick update on light efficient design. I want to show you really a neat product that we've been able to do quite a bit of work with our partners at Synergy. This is called an LBI, which stands for linear bar integrated. This allows you to do, it's available as a 2-foot, 3-foot, and 4-foot linear retrofit. It's also DLC premium listed as a retrofit, as a linear light fixture. And what's really neat about it is it's really simple to plug. And I'm trying to work with 2 4-footers in a small office, but you can plug 2 units right together like that and create a seamless row of light. You can do up to 40 of these in a row. The other neat thing about it is it's really easy to add occupancy sensing. If you've ever installed an occupancy sensor, you'll know that it takes a minute to do that. This takes like 5 seconds. I've already installed the aux sensor. It's all ready to go, and it's a 3-level sensor. So out of the box, we set it at 100%, goes to 30%, but with a little handheld remote, you can recommission it, and it also has daylight harvesting. So it becomes pretty powerful when you can do 40 of these bars in a row, and then you include various aux sensing. We can do some other really neat things with this bar. We have a linear suspension kit available. Zoom right in, looks just like this. And it's really simple to add. You heard me snap. So now you have linear suspended. And I'm going to talk generally. You're around, let's say, I know we have various people on the line. So let's say you're around $16 a foot to do linear suspended, which is crazy. If you're into lighting, you'll know that's crazy. So this is a great value engineer play, and it's a very economical design play if you're doing design in a space. We also use these to do signage. We can do cove lighting with a cove light clip that looks just like this, and it gives you really a nice 45-degree angle on the product. It's pretty sweet. And then if you look at the ends here, you'll see multiple lines of pins. So one is 120 to 277 volt, and the other is 0 to 10 volt control. So this allows you to do that, you can go 160 feet, right, with these, and then also carry that 0 to 10 volt and add any type of control system to this. Oh, somebody's phone is ringing. Get your phone. So these bars are connected with little connectors that look like this. You can see the same little pin configurations. You can also ceiling mount these right onto the grid. That's a grid clip. You can also do things called uplight downlight. That's the uplight downlight clip. So you can have one bar going up, one bar going down. And if you enhance that setup with like Lutron Vive, you can control 2 different tiers right off of your uplight, downlight situation. So there's a million things you can do with LBI, so check that one out. The other product I want to show you today, this is a retrofit product, but it's also, we DLC Premium listed this two different ways. It's DLC Premium listed as a retrofit, and it's DLC Premium listed as a drop-in fixture. So it's a single piece door kit that looks just like this. We have it as a basket style or volumetric style, and then we also have it as a flat panel style. What makes this really neat is the ability to do different things with it. Here's the back side of it, nice big back box on this for wiring, but also you can do some really neat things. You can see right, I get lost here on this little camera. So here's the sensor. This happens to be a Lutron sensor that we've enabled inside of here, but you can do it has a 0 to 10 volt control with a dim to off driver with a sensor ready power output, which means there's a 12 volt power in here. So you can use almost anybody's control systems with this product. And because we're very close to Synergy, we're up here outside of Boston, we can add controls into this and ship it directly to the job site. The other neat thing about the product, and I'm looking, I got 3 minutes, so it should be able to land this just about right. The other neat thing about this is if you want to do dolly, we can put a dolly driver in here. You need 0 to 10 volt, well, that's standard. You want Lutron 3-wire, we can put that in here. Lutron 2-wire, that can go in. Ecosystems all day long can be enabled inside of here. Enlighted, that can go in here. Avion, that can go in here. So you can go crazy on your control systems, and you never really know if you're going out to do an audit, what you're going to go and come up against. The other neat thing about having a one-piece door kit is it's really fast to install, right? Because it's just one trip up the ladder instead of some of them that have anywhere from 3 to 6 pieces where you're running up and down the ladder to do that retrofit. It makes it really fast, and it's a really important thing to know as part of our solution. So this is called TTV and TTF, which is Troffer Transformer Volumetric and Troffer Transformer Flat Panel Design. So those are some of the hot products that we have right now at Light Efficient Design Rumfoss brand. And I don't know that I mentioned the products that I showed you, the LBI, which is a linear bar integrated with the drivers inside, that has a 10-year warranty. It also has Flex Watt and Flex Color built into it. So you have the 3 different color temps and the 3 different wattages. Well, our Troffer transformer, same thing, 3 different color temperatures and actually 4 different wattages, which means on your 2x2, you can get all the way down to 16 watts. So if you guys are chasing energy savings, this is a fabulous product for that. And of course, you can reach out to Synergy and get more information on that as well. And check out the catalog that Rosalie will be sending out to you as well after the seminar. So that's it. I got about a minute left. Is that, Amy, is that kind of what we're supposed to be doing today? I see you nodding.
It is. And so just real quick, Steve Groff, since we have some time, asked what the depth of the troffer is.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you a quick, less than 3 inches. It's about 2 3/4 inches or so.
And then are IES files available on all of this?
It sure is, right on our website. We have a
Great.
little, when you go to Troffer Transformer, you'll see a little technical menu, and you go in there, you'll find your IES profiles for both of the products that I showed today.
Okay, that's great. And then I did put in the chat, if anybody wants experiments, he showed a lot of different attachments with the linear projects. It's a super flexible. I mean, they've just given it a lot of thought. And it's for your customers to be able to go in and retrofit some of these spaces, super easy. But Lutron is a very strong partner of LED, Lutron controls, Lutron drivers. So again, if you run into a unique situation where you might need something as a retrofit, these guys, they have all types of solutions. So please don't hesitate to reach out, existing control systems and others. So, all right, we're headed back. Thank you guys.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, thanks, Kate.
My name is David Siska. I'm the inside sales and marketing analyst for Champion Fiberglass. I want to thank you for taking the time to meet today and look forward to introducing you to Champion and the products that we have to offer. Champion Fiberglass began production in 1988. We're located in Spring, Texas, which is about 30 miles north of Houston. As of last year, we had a plant expansion that brings us to where we currently sit with a 120,000 square foot facility under roof. This facility consists of 3 major winding lines, one of which is a dual winder, winding 2 mandrels at the same time, 3 elbow benders, a compression molding room, as well as a machine shop where all of our molds are currently manufactured. Typically our target markets are anywhere where you would see galvanized rigid or PVC coated steel conduits, data centers, DOT projects, wastewater, to name a few. But with the hurricanes that came through the Gulf last year, as well as the deep freeze that happened earlier this year, that hit the PVC manufacturers in the area quite hard, to the point where PVC prices have gotten to the point where we're actually quite competitive against PVC, typically on the larger sizes, 2-inch and above. So we find ourselves very competitive in that regard for the first time in a long time. We do manufacture a complete conduit system, 3/4 inch through 12-inch, UL listings being that of 3/4 through 6-inch. Our UL listing is UL 2420 for below ground, 2515 for above ground. We do have a NFPA 130 phenolic conduit, which is this conduit right here. This is an example of that. When it's tested at UL, it's burned ultimately for 2 hours at 1850 degrees on a firewall. And this is an example of what it would look like after it's been charred for that amount of time. And it also faces a 30 PSI hose down test directly thereafter to make sure that these systems remain functional. This conduit is typically used in subway and tunnel applications where life-saving services would have to remain operable in the event of a fire in that tunnel. So that's typically where that conduit is being used. We are in the NEC under Article 355. You'll find us there under RTRC, or Reinforced Thermoset Resin Conduit. We also have a Class 1 Div 2 conduit, which is referred to as a HAZDUCT or bullet resistant conduit. And when we say bullet resistant, we're not being facetious. As you can see from this example, it's a 45 caliber bullet embedded in our conduit from a distance of about 20 feet. This conduit will typically be used in very hazardous locations, wastewater to name one, or where additional rigidity or security for those cables would be required. Our connection types, they come in various sizes. The smaller diameter, X-wall, and phenolic would all come with a straight socket connection. All you would do, the ends would come pre-sanded from the factory. You would apply our 2-part adhesive to this end, mate it together with the coupling. You'd have instant 10,000 pound pull-out, watertight and concrete tight connection. Another type of connection would, for the larger sizes, it's hard to see with this example, but it's an interference joint. On the interior of this bell, there would be ridges, as well as this ridge right here. So you would have, it's not an NPT type of thread, it's just a locking thread. So you would mate the two together like this, wooden board, mallet, bang it together. Instantly you'd have 2,000 pound pull-out, concrete tight, but not watertight. If you went one step further and applied our 2-part adhesive to this end and mated it together with the interference end, same concept, but together with the board, you would have 10,000 pound pull-out, concrete tight and watertight connection. And lastly, for our underground applications, as well as our PVC conversions, we have a triple rib gasket. There's a triple rib gasket on the interior of this bell. You'd apply some poly water or some pulling lube to that to make the joint system a little easier. Same concept, board and a mallet, bang it together. 2,000 pound pull out without the use of adhesive, and you'd have a watertight connection. If in the event you have to make a field cut, you'll sand down this area, apply the straight end, and you still have 500 pound pull out even without the interference joint ridges. On our Let's see. Elbows, we do manufacture elbows. They have a very low coefficient of friction. They have a 0.38 coefficient of friction compared to that of GRC, which is a 0.55, or PVC, which is a 0.90. So you are able to pull and push your wires through our elbows at a much greater rate, eliminating the need for potential pull boxes or vaults. They can come with various fittings, PVC or fiberglass, whichever you would recommend for your application. As mentioned, they offer very lightweight and installation costs. If you take a look at this picture right here, you'll see that of our office manager. She's holding up an 8-inch, 90 by 96-inch radius elbow. If that was steel, that would be well over 400 pounds. In fiberglass, it weighs a little more than 30. So our product brings tremendous savings from an installation standpoint. From a weight comparison, 4-inch fiberglass weighs 78 pounds per 100 feet. Galvanized rigid weighs 982 pounds per that same 100 feet. So if you value engineer that and put that into a potential project, I'm sorry, I'm going to go one step back. Per the NECA manual of labor units, fiberglass takes 8.25 hours to install 100 feet of 4-inch fiberglass, compared to 30 hours for galvanized rigid and 38 for PVC coated. So when you factor in that with the installation costs, and you value engineer your projects, we bring tremendous savings from a material and installation standpoint. We actually have a conduit calculator on our webpage where you can input the conduit runs that you have, the material that you're in need of, whether it be PVC coated, aluminum, PVC, and you can value engineer that against fiberglass. We take the current costs that we're given from various manufacturers, and we input that on a quarterly basis, as well as our prices, as well as the NECA manual of labor units. You input the hourly rate for your area, and it'll value engineer your project. And you can turn around then and email those results to yourself or to your customer and compare us against any of those major conduit systems. And we are on master spec. All of our AutoCAD and BIM Revit drawings have been, or all of our AutoCAD drawings have been converted into the BIM Revit format. So they are, upon request, can now be institute and put into your bill of material, and it'll provide you with champion specifications as well as all of our various part numbers. So when the specification is written, champion will be right in there on that. We do have installation videos on our webpage. If you go to Champion or YouTube, you'll see various installation videos highlighting our field bending, how to field bend it, how to cut it, how to apply the adhesive and do the joining systems that I just spoke of. And let's see, weight comparison, NECA, so reference, straight socket connection.
It's going down his list. If anybody is interested in getting the links to some of the things that he discussed, I put the specifications page link in the chat. I would just hop on that and bookmark it. And then I also did the calculator. So
yes, and I have various application photos. I didn't want to go through all those right here and take up my 10 minutes, but I have various application photos, project photos that I can email to you as necessary if you need them, or if you'd like to see them. I'm more than willing to send out samples to you to get your hands on the product, to feel its rigidity, to feel its lightweight applications. I'm more than happy to work with that. As I mentioned, the strut samples are available upon request. Feel free to reach out to me or Synergy to request that. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I had.
This is a great presentation.
No, thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. Appreciate you being here today. My name is Daniel McCauley. I'm the Director of Product Management here at Encore WIRE. So I've got teed up 3 videos here for you today. I'm just going to highlight just an overview and some product applications for 3 of our newest products that join the product portfolio. So got those videos here for you. I'm going to share my screen and we'll get those going.
Encore WIRE's new vertical run MC cable combines metal-clad and PVC-sheathed inner binder material to make a durable yet flexible cable assembly. We offer it in sizes 1/3 through 750-4 kc mil with THHN/THWN-2 or XHHW-2 inner conductors. Vertical run MC cable is suitable for installation in locations where traditional MC cable is installed and where extra holding power is desired for vertical applications. Is permitted to be used for services, feeders, and branch circuits in residential, commercial, industrial, and non-patient care spaces within healthcare facilities. It was designed for use where offset space is limited or not feasible for installation, and eliminates internal conductor slippage on vertical installations. Vertical run MC cable is available in both aluminum and steel armor. It's constructed with a PVC binder layer under the metal-clad armor, which provides additional internal support to the inner conductors compared to traditional MC cable. All the conductors are cabled together, forming the cabled core. The identification print legend is located on the tray cable sheathing. Inner conductors are available in THHN/THWN-2 or XHHW-2. Vertical run MC cable retains flexibility over comparable vertical specific cable assemblies. It's RoHS compliant and 1569 listed and labeled. To view our full spec sheets, go to EncoreWIRE.com. Vertical run MC cable utilizes standard type MC cable fittings. It saves material by reducing required offset distances. Vertical run MC can be purchased on our standard reels, our self-spinning reel payoffs, and our reel deal. It's available in standard 1,000-foot reels, as well as custom lengths. Encore WIRE's tray cable is some of the toughest cable on the market, and that same toughness is now featured in our new tray cable SER hybrid cable. Our tray cable SER hybrid cable is suitable for installation in locations where traditional tray cable isn't permitted to be installed, as required by the National Electrical Code. We offer it in sizes 6 gauge through 4/0 with THHN/THWN-2 or XHHW-2 inner conductors. Tray cable SER hybrid cable is primarily used for connecting power devices in residential, commercial, and industrial environments. It's suitable for installation in channels, ducts, cable trays, and raceways, and is permitted for 600-volt applications. It's evaluated for use in Class 1 Division 2, Class 2 Division 2, and Class 3 Division 1 and 2 locations when utilized with listed fittings rated for the condition of use and exposure. Tray cable SER hybrid cable can be used in wet, damp, and dry locations, as well as above ground for direct UV sunlight or underground for direct burial applications. With this one hybrid cable, it can seamlessly convert from indoor using its type SER rating to outdoor and then directly into the earth using its tray cable direct burial ratings. There's no need for a junction box or cost of transitions. When necessary to transition outside underground into a building, such as a detached building or structure, or to a remote piece of electrical equipment, the tray cable SER hybrid cable streamlines the installation process. Our tray cable SER hybrid cable utilizes a more robust jacket or sheathing than normal SER cable, making it less prone to damage during tough residential and commercial installation. It's constructed with a PVC outer jacket with stranded aluminum or copper THHN/THWN-2 or XHHW-2 inner conductors. The inner conductors are flame retardant, sunlight resistant, and come in black or colored polyvinyl chloride or PVC. Tray cable SER hybrid cable is heat and moisture resistant with high dielectric strength. The THHN/THWN-2 or XHHW-2 inner conductors are also heat and moisture resistant, high dielectric strength, and rated 90 degrees Celsius wet or dry, which meets the requirements for UL 83 and UL 44. It's RoHS compliant and UL 854 and 1277 listed and labeled. Please refer to the National Electrical Code for any additional limitations that may apply. To view our full product sheets, go to EncoreWIRE.com. There's no need for expensive tray cable fittings when using our hybrid cable as SER. Normal SER fittings and straps will work perfectly with our tray cable SER hybrid cable. It can be purchased on our standard reels, our self-spinning reel payoffs, and our reel deal. It's available in a variety of standard lengths from 150 to 1,000 feet, depending on wire gauge. We can also do custom lengths. Encore WIRE's new FlexCore cable is our most flexible cable with the highest strand count. We offer it in sizes 6 gauge through 750 kc mil with standard THW-2/MTW insulation. Sizes 6 gauge and larger are sunlight resistant in all colors. FlexCore can be used anywhere THW-2 and MTW are used. It's permitted for 600 volt applications and can be used for internal wiring of appliances, electronic circuits, switchboards, and instrument panels. FlexCore is optimal for use in data center applications where reduced bending radii and tight workspaces may be present. Common data center uses include power distribution applications between a PDU, or power distribution unit, and RPP, remote power panel, as well as between the RPP and busway. FlexCore is also a great choice in data centers utilizing underfloor power applications. It's perfect for use in photovoltaic systems where flexibility is paramount. FlexCore is flexible like DLO, or diesel locomotive cable, but listed for use in buildings, unlike DLO. It can be used in direct UV sun as well as in wet, damp, and dry locations. FlexCore is constructed with THW-2/MTW insulation. It has a high strand count, which provides an increase in the conductive surface area and the flexibility. FlexCore has an excellent resistance to oil, heat, and moisture. It utilizes ASTM Class I stranding and 24 gauge strands. ASTM Class I stranding maximizes flexibility while still allowing the use of standard termination lugs. The standard conductors are manufactured under the ASTM B172 standard. To view our full product sheets, go to EncoreWIRE.com. FlexCore can be purchased on our standard reels, our self-spinning reel payoffs, and our reel deal. It can be combined with any of our labor-saving offerings like pulling heads and can be utilized in stacks and parallels. FlexCore is available in standard 1,000-foot reels as well as custom lengths. All of our wire and cable is born in America and raised in Texas. We have a large manufacturing capacity with our campus stretching across 425 acres with over 2 million square feet under roof. Our expansive single-site manufacturing campus affords us the ability to meet demanding job site requirements, from accelerated delivery needs to custom product specifications to unique colors and sizes. For more details on FlexCore, please contact your local Encore WIRE rep.
All right, so that's what I've got for y'all today. We've got about a minute left. I see a couple comments here in the chat. Jamie, thanks for sharing the product page. Appreciate that. Makes that easy for y'all. Any questions about any of the products we talked about or any of other Encore WIRE's capabilities?
All those videos, are they on your website that we can get links to watch them again? Like, where are they?
There's others. So most of the products listed on the product page you provided a link to do have a video highlighting some of those features, but all those are listed on the website so you can rewatch them.
Okay, is there a directory just for videos, or do we need to know what specific products that he was talking about to get to them?
There is not a videos page, just each individual product in that page, when you part of it itself will have a video at the bottom of it. If it works easier, I can provide that to y'all if anyone wants to reach out directly.
Yeah, if you want to, can you just send a link to those videos and we'll get them out to everybody that participated for this one. So
absolutely, I will.
And then just so everybody knows, Synergy is unique in that we have a warehouse. So we actually stock reels. So for some of your customers that are on tighter timelines, it's very useful to have local distribution for these products. So.
Thanks, Anna.